All right, welcome back. On RealCopStoriesVideos.com, we have 355 cop stories. Look them up. They have lewd acts, gross alerts, dogs stopping at red lights. That's a good one. Really weird. A lot of stuff like that. Really fun. You'll like them. They're my babies. Continuing on that website, RealCopStoriesVideos.com, 140 questions and answers, and I'm almost done with the question about supervision. 35 years, covering all aspects, and it's an ongoing, continuing story about the worst lieutenant I ever had in the 35 years. Okay, so I'm almost done with him. Okay, but it started with a question from you guys. So if you want to ask me a question, email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com, and I'll answer your question directly, and we'll also put it on tape later on for everybody to enjoy. Okay, so here we go. My new lieutenant called me. Old new, I call him. I had him before for 3 months, and then he left. I thought he was gone forever. And then I had to suck it up and tell the captain that the guy I was working for now was an a-hole, and pretty much told him that I was going to leave if he didn't fix it. Didn't give an ultimatum. Don't people say, oh, wow, no. I just said, you need to fix it. It's your shop. You're in charge. But if it's not fixed, I'm out of here. No problem. I don't have to leave. I don't have to stay here. I can leave. I don't have to stay here. The time I have 32 years on, 33 years on, I can go anywhere I want. I got rank. I got insurance, seniority. I can pick and choose really neat jobs. Weekends off, holidays off. People working for me, I just shovel stack A to stack B all day long. That's all I do. I hate it. I'm an outside guy. I'm an alpha guy. But if you're going to push me, I'll go inside. No problem. I'm getting older. I got a little paunch here. No big deal. Okay, so anyway. So, after we're not quite, I haven't got my new boss yet, new old lieutenant. So this guy is going to get kicked out of this unit. 2 or 3 years down the road, about 2 years, he's coming up on retirement. I explained earlier what the difference between a dinner and a luncheon. Okay, so his luncheon's coming up. Okay, so this new lieutenant, I'm kind of going off track here. The sequence of events is they're all kind of together, so I have to stop and tell you one thing first, at least. The new lieutenant, which is a really good guy, comes to me one time in the field. He goes, hey, so-and-so's luncheon's coming up in like, 3 weeks. So, we all hate him, so why are you telling me this? He goes, well, he was supervised your guys, and he's in the unit, it's in our unit, and, I'd like to see your squad go. And I went, are you kidding me? And now we were very close. We've meshed really well. So I'm kind of messing with him a little bit. I go, you're kidding me. You're joking, right? He goes, no, I really, could you consider that? I said, is this so you don't get in trouble? He goes, no, it's just a luncheon. I don't think he was going to say anything, but I think it would look good if the captain to see you guys there, especially you, since you're his boy. Don't tell me that. Okay. But anyway, I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And he's looking at me, I go, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be able to convince the 9 guys I work with to go to this a-hole's luncheon. There's no effing way. Oh, we have to pay $10. I think they had like hamburgers and hot dogs and, I think they had that or something like that. It wasn't a really exotic food. Like, in the dinners you have like roast beef and ribs and stuff, and a full dinner. This is a luncheon, so you had like salads and I think it was hamburgers and hot dogs. Pretty simple, Okay, fine. But you have to pay $10. Okay. And I go, I'm not even going to ask these guys because they already hated his guts from the gate. Okay, but I will make you a deal. He goes, what? Okay, because he's trying to make sure that the other 2 squads. I know he already asked the other 2 squads would they mind going, and they went. Okay, so now you're going to have, instead of having 20 people there, maybe 20 from his office who work for him, you're going to have like 50 because 30 of us are going to show up and supplement the audience. Okay, fine. I know what he's doing. Come on, I got it. I was not born yesterday. I came on this job a long time ago. Okay. I go, I'll make you a deal, Lieutenant. He goes, what? I said, what time is the luncheon? He goes, it's 11 o'clock. Okay. That day, I can convince my guys of this. He goes, what? We show up at 10 to 11, pay our money, go sit in the luncheon, eat our lunch. Lunch starts about 11:30. They talk a little bit and they have lunch. It's over by 12:30 because the reason why it's quick is because everybody's there on their lunch breaks. Okay, it's a luncheon, so they got to go back to work. But when it's over, that's our day. We're going to go home. Okay, pretty much we're going to work 11, 12, an hour, 11 hour and a half? Maybe 2 hours for an 8-hour pay. Okay. He looks at me, he goes, I said, otherwise, we're not going to go. Because I'm not, those guys, and myself included, bad taste in our mouths, even going. But at least if there's a deal here and it's advantageous to my people, we'll go. He goes, all right, you're on. And he goes, could you fake a smile? Oh, I'll tell my guys to fake a smile. I look like they love this guy. You know why they're actually happy? Because he's leaving. Okay. Okay. So, okay, fine. So the day came. We all went. Boy, you talk about 10 Academy Award winners. You walk in there, oh, nice, sorry to see you go, man. It was nice working with you. Oh, my God, my teeth started to hurt from the sweetness of the cavities. I did it too. I went in there, and he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew that I was the one that got him out of there. There's no way that word, my name spread around that office that I was the reason why he was relieved. Even though he wants to admit it or not, whether somebody told him or not, I don't really care. Okay, and again, I'm a big lugging Mexican. If you don't like it, then this nose is open anytime you want to give a shot at it. Okay, you'll get one maybe, anytime you want. The Marine Corps, I got beat up. I did beatings. I says, no, nothing surprised to me. Be laying on my back looking up at the ceiling. Okay, I've done that before many times. No big deal. So if you don't like what I did, no problem. I don't have a problem with that. I'm older now, but hey, I get a few. Like one of my buddies says, old as I am, I'm good for about 35 seconds of action, then I'm going to fade out because I'll run out of energy. That's about it, okay? Anyway, so luncheon was over. Everybody was happy. We said goodbye, pat him on the back, and we all left. And that was our day. My guys were okay with it. And that's how we handled the public relations thing. Okay, now, side note here, side rail. I'm a roaster at retirements. And I get called a lot to either present a trophy, which basically I tell a bunch of jokes and then give them the trophy, belittle the guy. Usually I know them. Most of the time, 99% of the time I know who they are. I work with them. They were my partners, my supervisors, so they know I come in there, I tell all kinds of lies, and everybody has a good time. So I still do it to this day. This is what I say. I say, how you doing? Or anyone says, this is a nice dinner. This is really nice. Sure beats that luncheon when I used to go for Lieutenant so-and-so back in the day. And I gave his name, right? No, look. I used to have to give his name. I would say, I'm not going to give his name. People yell, give his name. So now I just give his name. I don't care. Okay. And I go, I said, let me tell you something about him. I said, my lieutenant called me and said we'd like us to go because ticket sales is really low, And he told me that only 2 of his 3 kids bought tickets for the luncheon. And I said, oh, really? It turns out that the 3rd child probably hated his guts as much as we fucking did. Okay, pardon my French. And I get a laugh out of that big time. That's a huge standard joke for cop audiences. They love that. They thought that's hilarious. And most of the guys don't even know who this lieutenant is. They don't know who he is. But me giving the guy's name and saying something like that, it's pretty funny. Okay. Actually, it's real funny. Especially if you had a couple of beers. It's real funny. Okay. Anyway, so that's my standard joke, using him as part of the fodder. Okay, so anyway, so back to the new lieutenant. I call him an old new lieutenant because I had him before as my boss. So he calls me, wants to come out and meet me. So we go out, and we're in some big town, some 60 miles away. He meets me out there, which the other guy never did. And he says, okay, I've been gone for 4 months. What's going on here? Fill me in. Okay, so I filled him in. And my wife reminded me that this lieutenant didn't know anything about surveillance, and he was trying to learn when he was here, but he was only here like 3 months, and they took him away. So he says, I want to learn all about what you guys do. I said, good. I said, I know I had a little bit of knowledge, but I said, why don't you just trail behind, and when we follow someone, just sit in the back and watch. Drive with us, but basically I'm telling him to stay out of the way. Okay, fine. So he did that a couple times. That day, in fact. After we had a nice long talk about stuff, he's telling me that the captain thought it was pretty cool and all that good stuff. Okay. Let me get on the side note here. Okay, so he's my boss. Great guy. Great guy. I'll tell the story first and I'll get into what kind of a person he was. Second day he's out there, he calls me and says, hey, can I get in on the surveillance? Okay. This is not like making widgets. This is not like bending steel or, bottling milk or something, but you can get in the habit of doing the same thing every single day. This is unique in itself. Following people is very hard. I said, okay, fine. Here's the car. Okay, fine. So just get behind me and follow me, and then when he's going down a straightaway or some long road that we're on, like a freeway, then I'll tell you to come on up and take him. Okay, fine. So we're on a busy street out in Corona, I think. So going up a major street, he's behind me. I said, well, go ahead and take it. So I kind of pull off, and he comes up. I come back. One of my guys gets behind him. Now we're rolling. He goes, okay, we're northbound. I think it was McKinley. No, it doesn't matter what street it was. I'll say McKinley. Now just flash in my mind. All right, northbound McKinley. We're crossing over the freeway, Roger. Okay, fine. Okay, he's giving his right blinker. Okay, he's making a right turn. I'm going to go with him one time. I said, Good, very good. Makes the right turn. I'm with him now going eastbound, and somebody in my group says, that's not the car. It's not the car. And so what happened was, I'm here, one of my partners is here, he's here, and the car's in front of him. So when he gave the signal, the car turned, he turned, and when he made the turn, the car we're following is exposed. So this guy's like, where's he going? So he winds up behind the target car, and off they go. And I'm looking like, yeah. He goes, LT, it's the wrong car. He's already that way. And I hear guys on the radio laughing. And so I go, yeah, that's right. So he goes, oh, sorry. And he makes a U-turn, then he gets back behind. So we follow the guy for a couple hours, and then we sit down somewhere. And so he asked me where I'm at, so I'm over here. So he comes over, and he pulls up next to me. He goes, whoa. I said, did you write down the information on the car by any chance? He goes, yeah, it was this gray so-and-so. And it's actually white. He was so focused on, he thought the car in front of me was the car I was following. See, you don't know what's going on. See, I had the suspect, a white car, and me. So he thought that it's like we see on TV with the FBI and all this different TV shows, that they're right behind the guy. Right? That ain't gonna work. No way. But he didn't know. So he thought the car that I was behind was the car. So when I backed away, he got in there, he focused on the car, and not realizing that the plate doesn't match and the color doesn't match. The body was kind of the same, like a Honda and an Acura. They're kind of, the same little compact thing. That's all. I'm not trying to defend it, but it's okay. So anyway, so he goes, it's kind of hard. I said, yeah, you can see it's kind of. He goes, yeah. I still want to try. So, guys came up and didn't rag on him too much, but they said, yeah, they were trying to be nice. He's the boss. I said, well, try the best you can, but he's such a nice guy. Okay, so anyway, so that's what happened. So he came out and did that for a couple times, and then he decided, told me that maybe I'm not qualified to do this. I said, well, it's just whatever you want to do. You're the boss, and you can do whatever you want. Now, back to this new old guy. Tell you how nice he is. He had little administrative work. He's mostly a field guy. He worked vice, both as a supervisor and as a lieutenant. A lot of street work. Worked those shifts I'll tell you about, the midnight to 12 shifts in the middle of the night as a lieutenant watch commander. All street stuff. Very smart, so they pulled him in for certain times. 9/11, they pulled him in to do administrative work. He didn't like it. He's a field guy like me. Okay. We almost led parallel lives. It's really strange. He had 6 months less than me on the department. He went to Vietnam as an Army lieutenant. At the same time, I went to Vietnam as a sergeant. Served almost the same time there, different parts of the country, but we both ate the same dirt, experienced the same things. Almost the same age. Came back. Ironically, when I met him, his wife's name is my oldest daughter's name. How weird is that? Okay, really strange. Same thought as me. We're all Republicans. We're all straight arrow guys. We all love what we do. We all respect each other. It was incredible how we got along because I had other lieutenants I wouldn't even say good morning to. Okay, it was great. 6 months into this, it could not run any better. It could not run any better. The biggest thing here was the fact that he respected my opinion, and I respected his opinion. I asked him about equipment. He didn't give me the answer the other guy told me. Duly noted. He says, I'll look into it and I'll fix it. That was his answer. I love it. That's what I would say. This duly noted crap. It's a bunch of crap, okay? You expect that from a senator or something, not from, hard-working guys. So, what happened was he was so good at what he did that the unit was shielded from any other influences. In other words, lieutenants or anybody wanted to come in and try to have us do things, he would step in there physically and mentally and just say, no, we're going to do this and this, and already ran it by me, and this is the way it's going to be. So it was a dream job because I finally got somebody that I respect and he respect me, and it was just fantastic. I can't say more about him. The next 2 or 3 years we worked together, flawlessly worked together. Good times together. Started playing cards together, and now we still play cards. We still see each other many years later. And I went to his daughter's wedding, and we were very close. But I always said that you make professional friends first, and then you become friends instead of trying to bring your friends over, and then you find out they can't do the job, and you have to reassign them. It's good to make friends. I mean, a lot of my people I told you about that I still have contact with, they were my subordinates and competent people first, and then during the course of the years together, we became friends. Instead of I brought friends over on the department for jobs and gave them a job somewhere, and they couldn't do it. I had to tell them they had to leave, and that's sad. That's tough. So anyway, so that's how we evolved as buddies. Anyway, I'm out of time, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.